Shalom, this is your Ark. Yah is magnified, coming back with another informative video. I titled this video, State, National, and or Citizen. But before I tackle this subject, as always, I must state for the record, I'm not a lawyer, I do not practice law, and I do not pretend to. All my videos are for informational and educational purposes only. They're all facts and all truth, nothing more, nothing less. So with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, but before I tackle this subject on state, I like to tell everyone that's watching other YouTube channels, and you have criminal activity on YouTube, and you have guys coming on here claiming they can do something when they can't, putting up fake testimonies of their friends talking, and trying to coerce you all to buy services that don't work. Okay, so for those who are wanting to find out the truth and who's really doing what they say they can do, check out their testimonies. If there's no documentation on the screen, okay, even from the agency, whatever agency they're going against, if they're going to get the driving license, to get a driver's license reinstatement, it should be something from the DMV for that area and or the agency of that area stating that their license has been reinstated. Okay, if they're talking about an income withholding order, the income withholding order should come from the agency and or the court saying that the income withholding order would have stopped. But say they haven't received any documents back yet, but they want to come and get their testimony. Okay, cool. That's how they get that testimony for you all who know it's real or not. They will provide proof of their check when child support was coming out, right? And then they'll show you another check from that same company after that date showing proof that child support is no longer coming out. That's how you show proof that, they was getting garnished, but now they're not. So that means the service must have worked. Okay, but if somebody say, okay, well, they won in court and won, we need to see documentation from the court saying they won in court and won, and or a court hearing of their person that they're helping out in court winning. That's how you all can tell who's telling the truth and who's not. Okay, you having your friends come on here talking up for you is not evidence. Okay, I know you desperate, man. I know that last video hit you hard, man, but you don't have to be desperate. Okay, get your mind right. I'm just at the beginning of your skin. I'm gonna hurt you bad. It's just a warning, man. That first video I made about you was a warning. I'm gonna hurt you bad. So I'm gonna let you finish making your videos. Finish trying to deceive the people. I told you I'm gonna slow walk you. I'm gonna hurt you bad, man. Okay, so now that I got that out of there, let's get back to this understanding and truth. Okay, so I'm doing this video again on state, national, and or citizen, because you have people believing and teaching that a state, national, and or citizen is different than a United States citizen. It's no different. It's the same game. Okay, so if you go into these courts thinking that by you claiming to be a national of your state that you was born in, that's going to change the situation and they not going to collect on you, got another thing coming. Okay, it's all the same ball game. Don't voluntarily go into these courts, turn yourself over to the jurisdiction, or you will be held accountable for the debt. And if you don't have that money as the debtor, then they will throw you in the cell to charge that battery up. So you might as well just, if you don't have that money and you go in there saying you're a state's national citizen, you might as well jump into that orange jumpsuit, and jump right into the jail cell. No stop, go straight past go, right into the jail cell. Just like Monopoly say. Straight to jail. Okay? So now, let's read over the definition of state so we can know what a state is, okay? A state is a noun. A people. What are a people? A people is also the people who gave the state its sovereignty. But let's continue. It says, permanently occupying a fixed territory bound together by common law habits and customs into one body politics, exercising through the medium of an organized government, independent sovereignty, and control over all persons. So who did that? The people. Once the people created the state received sovereign and they have control over all persons. Okay? We know what a person is. But for all my new subscribers that are subscribing and, watching my videos and liking them and everything, a person is a creation of the state. It's a fiction. It only exists on paper. Okay? It's also known as the straw man, the ens legis, the legal person, the estate, whatever you want to call it. It's still a fiction that only exists on paper, okay? But let's continue. It states, let's pick it up where it says, let me scroll up, where it says, and control over all persons and things within its boundaries, capable of making war and peace, and of entering into international relations with other communities of the globe. United States versus Cushy. So now, that's case law to back it up. But let's continue. It states, the organization of social life which exercises sovereign powers in behalf of the people. So again, the people is the public. Okay? So when it says we the people, basically saying we the public gave the states its sovereign authority over us, so we can all be governed by that authority. But the people are still the sovereign because they gave the state its sovereignty. So if the people is sovereign, then what the people create is also sovereign. Okay? Just like, the Most High told us that know ye not that ye are gods, or scratch the word God, that ye are also Elohim. So if you are also Elohims, it says you shall judge the angels. Do not the Most High judge the angels? So if he created us to be in his image and likeness, then we also have the sovereign as he do. But if you want to go in as a group of people to give your sovereign power to the state and have the state govern over individuals and persons, then that's on you. That's your downfall. That's why I tell you, simply, plain and simple, I'm not the people, I'm not the person, I'm just the man. Standing on my sovereign free will that the Most High gave. That's it, that's all. But let's continue. It says one of the components, commonwealths or states of the United States of America. Then it says, again, the term is sometimes applied also to governmental agencies authorized by state, such as municipal corporations. So it's not the child support agency a state agency and or a municipal corporation that's coming after its national or its citizen? Yes, it is. The federal government not coming after you for child support. It's the state. Okay? They're coming after their citizens. Okay? But let's continue. It states, the people of a state in their collective capacities considered as the party wronged by a criminal deed, the public. So again, the people of a state is the public, and this is to back it up. As in the title of a cause, the state versus AB. So when you see the word state, it means the people and or the public versus so and so. So if you see, like, for instance, you see the state of California versus O.J. Simpson, that's the people and or the public of California coming against this one person, also known as O.J. Simpson, or this one fiction known as O.J. Simpson. The same thing. Okay? But let's continue proving this right? It states, the section of territory occupied by one of the United States. So if you go in there and say that you are a state citizen, you're still underneath the United States territory. So guess what you did? You voluntarily turning yourself over to the jurisdiction, further putting you into the hole that you won't be able to get out of. You will not get out this hole if you keep doing the stuff that people are misleading you all to do. A lot of people are agents, man. I tell you, a lot of people are agents, man. The Matrix is real. They put misinformation. They have people up here putting misinformation on YouTube on purpose to keep you all down and out. Okay? But not only that, we're going to leave here and let's go to the definition for national. Okay, so we're going to pick this up at national, right? We all can see on the screen, still coming from the Black Laws Dictionary. It states, pertaining or relating to a nation as a whole, commonly applied in American law to institutions, laws, or affairs of the United States or its governments. So again, you're still underneath the what? United States. That's it. You're still underneath the United States. It's no different. Don't let nobody tell y'all anything different, man. So we're going into these courts claiming to be a state citizen. You are still a part of one of the 50 states. Okay? But let's continue. It says the term national, as used in the phrase national of the United States, is broader than the term citizen. Yes, because it goes deeper than the term citizen. A citizen don't elaborate as much as the word national does. Okay? But clearly basically means that it turns you over to the jurisdiction of the United States. So if you're going in as a national of your state, you are still part of the 50 states. Okay? That's it. That's all. Governed by the corporations of the United States. They all corporations, all corporate fictions. So you go into these courts claiming to be a fiction, or a national of a national of a fiction. Man, that's crazy. I would never have people go into court and do that. Never. Okay? So now, with that being said, let's go to Title 42 to see what the definition give us for the term state and United States. So let's go there. Let's get more understanding. Okay, so again, we're coming from Cornell Law. Let's pick this up at Amendment 14, Section 1. For all my 14th Amendment constitutionalists who don't believe that you are a slave underneath the 13th and 14th Amendment. So again, if you're going into these courts claiming to be a state citizen or a state national, you falls directly underneath the 14th Amendment, slave. But let's pick it up. Section 1. All persons born or naturalized in the United States are subject to the jurisdictions thereof, are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Okay? So whatever state you reside in, you are a part of the 50 states. If you go into these courts claiming to be a state citizen, you still fall into the United States jurisdiction. And you will be held a debtor and accountable for a debt. And once you don't pay the debt owed to the public, then they will throw you in a jumpsuit and throw you in jail. By your own admittance, you claim to be a state citizen, which is also a United States citizen, according to the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. So no wonder you hear people telling you now to try to become or changing their pitch up, talking about become a state citizen. It's no different than them still telling you to become a 14th Amendment citizen. It's the same thing. But let's continue. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of this United States, nor shall any state deprive any person, again that word person, of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person, again there with that word person, within its jurisdiction the equal protections of the law. So by you saying that you are a state citizen, you're putting yourself underneath the jurisdiction of the United States. Again, making you a debtor, a fiction, a legal person, the ens legis. You're turning your body over to the jurisdiction. You giving them body attachment. And it's just that simple. So for all my brothers out there fighting, don't be confused. Just because somebody try to make it seem like they know what they're talking about, they don't have a clue. Don't be confused, man. Take y'all time. Research on your own. Like I told y'all, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. You know? I guess until I get tired. Then I'm out. You know? But again, everybody, study for yourself. Okay? Go back over those definitions. You know? Find out what it means to be a United States citizen. Find out what it means to be a state citizen. Okay? Yes, each state has their own separate rules that governs that state. But they still are underneath the 50 states, which also includes the District of Columbia, which created the United States. It's the corporate jurisdiction of the United States is Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, where I happen to be at majority of the time. So again, with that being said, all my people fighting, continue to fight. All my new subscribers or everybody that's watching, like, subscribe, share. Let's get this real information out there. Put that truth out there. Stop brothers from turning themselves over to the jurisdiction of the corporate fiction. Okay? Anybody telling you to turn yourself over to be a state citizen or corporate fiction, then hey, I feel bad for you. If you do it, let me know how that turned out for you. So again, that's what I'm gonna do for today. You all be blessed. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, I also got a document I'm gonna put up. It's an old document. I ain't even put it up. I'm still debating on putting it up. I made a video about it at the end of one of my videos. I might just put it up and show y'all and go over that. Just more evidence of stuff that I have just in the chambers waiting to come out. Of the work that I be putting in, helping the brothers out. So again, before I leave, all glory and honor to the Most High Yah. Again, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Get these videos out there. So again, with that being said, shalom.